the frenzy of an old snake shedding its skin. The speckled road, scored with ruts smelling of mold, twisted on itself and re-entered the forest, where the dashing leaves thicken and folk stories begin. Sunset would threaten us as we climbed closer to her house up the asphalt hill road, whose yam vines wrangled over gutters with the dark reek of moss, the shutters closing like the eyelids of that mimosa called Tea Marie. Then, loosened as paper lanterns, lamplight glowed through the ribs, house after house. There was her own lamp, at the black twist of the path. There's childhood, and there's childhood's aftermath. She began to remember at the minute of the fireflies, of the sound of pipe-water banging in kerosene tins. Stories she told to my brother and myself. Her leaves were the libraries of the Caribbean, the luck that was ours, those fragrant origins. Her head was magnificent Sedone. In the gully of her voice, shadows stood up and walked. Her voice travels my shelves. She was the lamplight in the stare of two mesmerized boys, still joined in one shadow, indivisible twins.
Okay, so now that Lindy read aloud the poem, we know that the speaker is a man that is talking about when he was a boy and how he would go hear stories from an old lady with his brother. So we can take that from up here. It talks about it, and throughout the poem you understand that it's him reminiscing on what happened. The occasion is, it says it again at the top. They're visiting an elderly woman's storyteller. It's years after the encounter, and you can tell by their childhood and their childhood aftermath. So he knows. The audience really, there's no one specific. It could be him talking to his family about it. We know he's not talking to his brother because he says, two mesmerized boys and to my brother and myself. He could be talking to other people with Caribbean backgrounds. And yeah, anyone really that he could be sharing a story with. The purpose is to reminisce about his past and the storyteller and the memories of walking to her house and what she would say. And he uses a lot of imagery with plants to get his purpose across, I guess. And the main subject is the speaker recalling a time in his childhood which his brother and him would go to a lady's home, like it says, and they'd be mesmerized by her stories. The tone, he's very reminiscent and was nostalgic, and also you can tell he is appreciative of the old woman and respects her a lot. And he says her head was magnificent. Her leaves were the libraries of the Caribbean, the luck that was ours, those fragrant origins. So he's describing how wonderful her stories are.